Hi guys, in this video I will show you a site with over 850 Christmas related designs, mainly postcards, but there are also some books and even menu cards. All of them are in the public domain and all can be used for commercial projects, which means that you can sell them on Etsy, Redbubble, Creative Fabrica, Creative Market and all other places that I have not mentioned. I have seen some of these being incorporated into scrapbooking designs, junk journals, travel tags, vintage Christmas invitations, and sold by a few shops on Etsy. These shops are selling vintage Christmas postcards in batches. I've only seen a few sellers selling single cards, most sell bundles, and mainly they are used by scrapbookers. So on top of that, you can use the back of the card and sell it too. These are great templates for creating new vintage looking cards, also for junk journaling, various tags, collages. As we see here, there are already collages created based on the back of the card and designed from the front mixed together, even butterfly designs too. So based on the front of the card, we can see that many sellers creating other products like domino tiles, Clipart designs and all sorts of various collages. There are also on sale whole junk journal kits, all in the Christmas niche. Moreover, life doesn't end on Etsy. Some sellers are using Creative Fabrica as their additional income stream. And as we see, they also publish here all sorts of collages, cards, kits, pretty much majority of their products from Etsy, they're moving to Creative Fabrica. Currently, Creative Fabrica runs a sale, so for only $1 you can enjoy all access subscription for one whole month. And they do have over 3 million products to download. This is a perfect solution for you if you're planning to get into printables niche, as you can download ready-made products and see the examples firsthand. Take the sizes as a basis for your designs, and that part of your research is done. And if you enjoy this service, and maybe you stay enrolled in the subscription, and that will pretty much cost you $19 per month after the first initial month. All access subscription, which means that you can download fonts, crafts, and all the graphics. I've been their customer since the end of 2018. You can enroll it through my link, which you will find in the description below. Doing so, you will support this channel. If you're enrolling with the intention to stay only 1 month, then do not forget to mark down in your calendar the date that you have to cancel your subscription to avoid paying for another month. There are many similar sites like Creative Fabrica, so if you are thinking of selling digital designs on Etsy, then you need to realize that the world doesn't end here. And once you have a shop on Etsy, then it will work more likely like a portfolio. And becoming a seller on other places, which they do require you to have a portfolio online, will make the whole application process much easier. So some sellers are on 5 and more sites, and each of them brings money. All the postcard designs shown until now, they are in the public domain, and there are actually more than 850, way more. I will show you a trick later on in the video, so make sure to watch till the end. I have already talked about this site in my other videos, so make sure to check the links in the description below. Also, there is a link to a free list with nearly 20 public domain sites. The site that I wanted to show is called New York Public Library, and if you're on your browser, then type in NYPL Digital Collection and you will end up on the home page. Once here, if you click on the search, then a small box will show search only public domain materials. Mark it down and type in Christmas. Hit enter, and as you see, we've got 852 results. Here we have all the materials that they have in their public domain collections with the word Christmas either in the title, in the description, or in the collection name. So let's open a few files and double check what we get here. First one is a postcard with multiple sizes available to download. We can even download the TIFF high resolution file. Right below the download options, we have a clickable link with the right statement. Just by looking at it, we see that there are no rights attached to this image and we can use it without any restriction. If you scroll down, there is a metadata, and it is always worth it to check, as you will stumble upon other collections with similar designs that have other keywords or tags used to describe them. So you can easily find more designs that you can use in Christmas projects. Like, for example, in here we have the topic section. It's Christmas shopping, Christmas presents, snow, decorations, storefronts, candlesticks. So let's say if you run out of the ideas for the keywords, you can always support yourself with a list like that. Not necessarily every single design will have that list, but at least here we have that. So let's scroll back up to see the actual design. We can see that this design has more pages. In order to download these, we have to click on each of them and choose the file size every single time. Let's check the other design that we have open, and here we have many more cards. Thankfully, the download process is super simple and takes no time. We have one more design open, and here we can see that the size is way smaller than what it was available on the previous postcards. But if we zoom in, this is actually pretty decent size, especially if you want to create designs for scrapbookers and junk journals. So let's navigate back to the main results page, and I've promised to show you how to actually increase the number of designs. If you like this video so far, then give it a like, post a comment or share. And if you're interested in discovering more sites and collections like this one, then subscribe to my channel and smash the bell icon to be notified about new videos. On the very top, where we have the number of results, there is a filtering feature. Click on the X right next to the rights public domain, just to switch it off. And now we've got 2100 results. But we get all sorts of results here, even modern cards as well. So to filter out all the designs that might turn up to be actually covered by the copyright, I will change the date range. And I will put 1700 until 1926 and hit apply. Now we've got here 1473 results. We can clearly see that the number increased. It went from 850 to over 1470. That's 620 designs extra. I'm not saying to download all, but it will give you more options, more combinations for sets, and of course more time for checking, downloading and editing. I've opened a few examples, and on the first example we have a die cut, date issue between 1870 and 1899. And this date range falls right into the public domain. However, this was excluded from their public domain filter. Let's find out why. If you scroll down to the right statement, which is on the bottom, here they say that they've pretty much checked the copyright, but were unable to be 100% certain whether this design is out of copyright. In my opinion, it is. They have not found any date reference on the design, even though it was probably in a box with 100 other postcards from these years. But without a written date of copyright and any other reference, like business name, they legally cannot put the public domain tag, even though it is obvious that it is in public domain. So let's check the next one, and here we have a postcard with similar date range and no visible date or publisher name. Let's check the back of the card, and there is nothing in here either, except of a few things written here and few stamps. This card was clearly glued to someone's album or something, hence everything is erased or below this paper, and they couldn't be bothered and didn't want to spend any more time on it actually to check if there is anything related to publication date or company name or you know, whatever other indication of the copyright there might be. But we have a collection name and a pencil drawn date 1800s, which was only my assumption, but done by the library staff or previous collection owner who had it in the same box with other cards from these years. The right statement says exactly the same thing, like the previous example. Let's check the third card. We have a foreign card, at least printed outside of US, based on just a simple check of the back of the card. It's printed in Germany. Again, no date. The only indication is the post-stamp date, which is 1909. Hence, it falls in the library date range of 900 and 909. So as you have noticed, all of the download options, they are quite small. So in conclusion, these can be used for commercial purposes at your own risk. That is basically what they are saying in the right statement. Under the designs which fall into public domain's date range, but they have no evidence other than assumptions. So the library won't legally take responsibility for telling us that they claim that these are in public domain. Neither can I tell you to use these extra 670 designs for commercial use. Or maybe I can. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below what you think about using over 100-year-old postcard design, which has no rights, no date, no company name. It was clearly in the collection with other thousands of ephemeral works from that era, which are in the public domain because they had a clearly written date on it. One more thing to mention here is that if you have been searching sites like archive.org, then you will find several books of the same title, the same author, the same publisher, and edition, and some will have a published date page removed or damaged beyond repair or simply missing, and that book will have a similar note in the copyright statement, and the same title with the date will have a right statement confirming the out of copyright date. I had this situation a few times. Both books opened side by side in two windows and two different copyright statements. So what would you do in a situation like that? Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.